In this video, I'm going to give you a very brief introduction to Google Chrome. You probably have used it before as you know, just to search various sites, and you'll notice that unlike most browsers, the homepage for Google Chrome is very clean. There's no advertisements or distracting images on the homepage. The thing that is most recognizable is the Google logo here, and throughout the year, as holidays and certain events come up, you'll see this logo. It'll get modified to kind of fit whatever the theme is for the holiday. But just below that, you'll see the search box, and then below that, you'll see these little history tabs here, or most frequently visited site tabs. So these are sites that I happen to frequent the most here. And you can get rid of these if you want to, just by clicking on the little X here, and it'll take them away. Or you can bring them back. But the next thing I want to point out is you may have specific sites that you use in your classroom or you use for your business very often, and if they don't appear down here, you may want to figure out how can you have them in a specific spot. So let's look up here. This area right here, this is called your bookmarks bar, and the way you can you see right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 bookmarks there, but I might want to add some more. I might want to delete some of these. I might even want to rearrange the order. So let me show you how to adjust this. You go here to this star icon, left click on it, opens up this menu, and then left click on this view all bookmark items link. So it opens up another tab with this page in it, and you can see here are all my bookmarks here. Okay? So right now I have 6 of them, but in my bookmarks bar, I only have 4 items. And first things I'll point out to you is that you notice the order. So a link to the focus homepage of the focus site is first. If I wanted to make that second, I just left click and hold down on it, and I can drag it over to the second spot, and you see that it immediately changes in the bookmarks bar. I can change this back. Well, I can go up here in this folder here where it says all items, and I might have a favorites up here that's not on my bookmark that I want to add. So let's say I want to add this advanceded.org to my bookmarks bar, because it currently doesn't appear up here. So I just left click, drag it over here to this bookmarks bar, and it should appear as an item here. And you can see that it also was added up here as well. And then later on I decided I don't want it, so I just left click and just drag it back over to all my items. And this is so that way I don't permanently delete it as a favorites. I just get rid of it from my bookmarks bar. All right, so what if I don't have, and there's a favorite page that I want to add, it's not here, and it's definitely not in my bookmarks bar. Well, I can go back to Google and I will search for another page. Let's see. You notice as I'm typing that this Google Chrome also is very responsive, where it fills in suggestions as you're typing, usually after the 3rd or 4th keystroke. And I'll point out some more features of that in a second. So here's a site here for school supplies and furniture and equipment like that. So what if I want to make this a favorites? So what you do is you go over here to this star icon and just left click it. All right, it turns yellow and lets you know that it's now a favorite item. And so I can either go back down here to view all bookmark items, but I already have that tab open. So when I go here, I should see the schooloutfitters.com as a favorites now, but it's still not appearing here in my bookmarks bar. So how do I do that? Just left click, hold it down, and then drag it over to the bookmarks bar. It is now a favorites item up here. Okay. So and that's pretty much it as far as like dealing with bookmarks and quick reference items. So let's go ahead and go back to the home page of Google. Last thing I want to point out is this area up here. For most sites, it's called the address bar. With Google, it's called the Omni box. It has unlike most browsers, you would have to type in the exact site, beginning with www or some even HTTPS or HTTP, depending on if it's secure or not. But for this one, you can actually just type in the different topics that you want. So notice here I'm not typing in an actual website, I'm just typing in what I want to look for. And so I typed in school supplies, and it gives me links to sites that are based on school supplies. Right. I can also type in the specific topic of what I want to look up. So I can say what is the tallest building in the world, and this is actually being filled in for me. I can go bridges, tallest bridge in the world, and so it'll give me, it'll take me instantly to that particular fact. And then it also gives me other sites that are related to the fact of the tallest building in the world. So it's very user friendly. Math teachers out there, or most people, if you have to do some really quick arithmetic, this is also can be used as a calculator. So I'll have 4 plus 5 minus 8. Okay. So it not only gives me the answer, but it gives me, it pops up a calculator as well in the screen. So this is one thing that sometimes that gets commonly overlooked, that this is unlike most address bars where you have to type in specifically the website that you want. You can pretty much type in anything that you want, and it's going to take you to links or the items related to it.